On today's That Park Place Daily Countdown, an $800 per person special event has taken over the best New Year's Eve fireworks spot at Walt Disney World. Miss Marvel actress Iman Vellani is asking fans to petition Marvel to actually follow through on their post-credits scenes. Hollywood is relieved to have stars back on the red carpet pitching movies again. Should they be? Brian Cox reveals he thought he was cast as a Bond villain until he found out he was actually on a reality TV show. And Fantasmic returns to Disneyland. All that on today's That Park Place. Well, everybody, I hope you've got your batteries charged because it is another great episode of the That Park Place Daily News Countdown. I am Jonas J. Campbell, and with me in the interim is Vash Sky, filling in for Vash Sky. Vash, so glad you could be here today to fill in for Vash.
Oh, I'm so glad I could be here. Yeah, Vash called out sick this morning, and just so happened that I had some time available to actually do these. So we're hoping Vash the best.
Well, that worked out well for us, and let's get to all of our contributors for news across entertainment, streaming, video games, and theme parks. All the news that should be fun.
Number 1.
Hello, this is Lorena of the Lorena Creole YouTube channel, keeping it real when it comes to theme parks. And speaking of keeping it real, it looks like Disney World is yet again paywalling an experience to bring in the new year at $800 a pop. Coming to us from Blog Mickey, Disney World has announced a brand new Alice in Wonderland themed party for a one-night only event at California Grill to bring in the new year. And here are the details. Immerse yourself in the whimsical surroundings of California Grill, transformed into an immersive romp through Wonderland. You may see characters from Alice's Adventures in Wonderland throughout the evening. It will surely be a merry party complete with custom crafted cocktails. We hope you come dressed in your best and are ready to dance. Our DJ, the White Rabbit, has curated an upbeat music fest. Plus, we'll cap the evening and start 2024 with a fantastic champagne toast as midnight. Indulge in delicious seafood, including delectable caviar, with our chef's creative twist. We've got a chilled appetizer station, chilled seafood bar, caviar, Wagyu beef tartare, and ice wine winter salad. We've got a wood-burning station with fungi pizza and Bianca pizza. We've got a sushi station with maki, sashimi, nigiri, and a collection of original sushi creations, a hot seafood station with adobo marinated octopus, lobster ravioli, seared ahi tuna, pork belly, porchetta, royal beef tenderloin, and roasted duck 2 ways. So this is for December 31st, 2023, which is New Year's Eve. The cost for this experience is $799. That is $799. So do you think it's worth it at an $800 a head price tag? Let us know in the comments.
Number 2.
Miss Marvel actress Iman Vellani is claiming that there needs to be a petition created for a Young Avengers film to get going, despite the Young Avengers being teased in a post-credit scene in the most recently released The Marvels film. If you haven't seen The Marvels, basically there is a post-credit scene featuring Vellani's Kamala Khan confronting Haley Steinfeld's Kate Bishop, who gives Khan gives a knockoff version of Nick Fury's speech to Tony Stark from the first Iron Man. Basically, she tells Bishop, "Did you think you were the only kid superhero in the world?" Bishop responds, "I'm 23. Khan continues, "Oh, I know. I've been reading up on you." She then kind of like shows an iPad that she's been doing her research. Bishop then questions, "What do you want?" Khan responds, "I'm putting together a team and I want you on it, please." So clearly hinting that there was going to be a Young Avengers team in the works in that post-credit scene. But in an interview with Slash Film, she actually said that they need to create a petition to get both the Young Avengers film as well as a second season of Miss Marvel going. This is what she had to say about the second season of Miss Marvel. She says, "Yeah, I would love for a second season. Not only Kamala has so much story left to tell, but in her community, I think we've established a lot of wonderful characters. Her best friends, Bruno, Nakia, Zoe, her school, her religious community, her family. I know people really responded to the Khan family very well from the movie, so I just want to explore more of that. I want to see Kamala grow up a little bit. I want to see her go to college, have a prom. Honestly, I'm living vicariously through this character, so every experience that I did not get because of the pandemic, I want her to get it. so I can have a prom and have a graduation. But yes, I want that slice of life to be more like Disney Plus in a TV show format. Speaking specifically to the Young Avengers movie, she said, then I think it would be cool to have a Young Avengers type thing. Team up, big spectacle, obviously in a movie, yeah, or that would be ideal. Hopefully people can start a petition or something to get them going. So I just find it really odd that you would need a petition to get a Young Avengers film going when it is in the post-credit for the Marvels. You would think that is something they would indeed be working on if that is what they're teasing in a post-credit scene. It leads one to believe that maybe changes are happening due to the reception of the Marvels at the box office being the worst Marvel Cinematic Universe opening weekend ever.
Number 3.
So, the Marvel's actors are rushing back into the spotlight after the SAG-AFTRA strike has ended. To what effect is the real question, but Brie Larson and Tom Hiddleston are now belatedly globetrotting to promote their respective projects. The strike ended a bit late for glitzy premieres, but for some reason, Hollywood still thinks that any effort is better than none, right? Hi folks, it's CC here from That Park Place with a story inspired by The Hollywood Reporter's Pamela McClintock. You see, during the strike, actors couldn't promote their movies or shows, which they assumed created some marketing nightmares. This was reinforced by an increasingly out-of-touch box office set of pundits that are trying to estimate that some films could have made 10 to 20% more if the stars had been available to boost them. Not sure about that. That particular take means that shoveling more manure at customers that you openly loathe would have improved the film's outlook. We're starting to stack evidence against that thought process. Just look at Disney's featured actress on the live-action Snow White film. She has single-handedly tanked that film's performance so badly that it's headed to reshoots in a year of, well, release date push. Now, perhaps in the case of some star-studded films like Killers of the Flower Moon or A Haunting in Venice, the star power could have certainly helped them, but it's increasingly debatable. Now that the strike's over and the actors are back to do what Hollywood trades claim they do best, which is promote, even studios who should know better by now are breathing a sigh of relief. Perhaps in the days gone by, stars played a vital role in breaking through the media. It was once a marketing weapon that now has the potential to harm in equal measure, or maybe even worse. For films like the charmless Wonka remake and a guaranteed flop like Aquaman: The Lost Kingdom, a full dose of star-studded premieres may help. For something like a prequel to The Hunger Games with America's Most Hated Actress, I doubt any of that would help at all. Most likely, it'll make it flop harder, which we're going to see soon enough. Look, I'm all for it, stars. Post away. You can only do more damage to the things you're promoting at this point, especially if you stray beyond the lines of the material you're supposed to be promoting. Your folly is your own, and surely it will give us endless stories to cover. But hey, what do you think? Is the newly returned actor marketing worth the effort for the studios? Would the films be better off without it? Is there any star that could get you to see a film, or not see a film, right now? Let us know in the comment section down below.
Number 4.
Hello everybody, Tommy Tables here with some James Bond news for you. No, I don't have information on who the new Bond will be. However, I do have information on somebody who thought that they were joining a James Bond movie, but ended up not quite doing that. The actor Brian Cox says that he joined the reality show 007 Road to a Million thinking it was the next James Bond film. This show, Road to a Million, is apparently a reality show. You have a number of couples who do various Bond-inspired challenges for a chance at winning a cash prize. I'm not exactly sure what Bond-inspired challenges are. Maybe drinking a lot of martinis, perhaps? For the next James Bond movie, we don't have any information on this yet. Gosh, that rumor of Christopher Nolan doing a period piece Bond gets better and better every day. But what are your thoughts? Do you think Brian Cox should have read the contract a bit closer? Let us know your thoughts down below.
Number 5.
Hello there, Vash Sky here with the next story, this time from Walt Disney World News Today. Breaking reopening date announced for Fantasmic at Disneyland. If you're a fan of Disneyland's Fantasmic, this is amazing news after the Murphy Dragon at Disneyland, Maleficent's Dragon, let's say, was set ablaze. This is some really, really good news for us here at the happiest place on Earth. The official statement from Disneyland says, at a Fantasmic cast meeting earlier this week, we announced that the show will return on May 24th. We look forward to providing more information about Fantasmic in the coming months. But for now, this is all we have to share. So May 24th is the magical date right there. That is some great news. Now, unfortunately, that Murphy Dragon that I was talking about won't be returning, at least initially, because, well, it's going to take a little while to get something back in there. That was a huge animatronic. To redesign that, refabricate that, that's going to take some time. But we are hoping for a little bit of extra magic. Maybe some return of some of the Fantasmic 1.0 no elements that they used to have before. Now, fans of the show will note that Steve Davison back in 2016 to 2017, who is the lead creative executive of Parades and Spectaculars for Disney Live Entertainment, went into Disneyland's Fantasmic and changed a couple of things around to capitalize on the closure of that river for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge construction. With that closure, he added some things that maybe weren't the best received by fans, and so it would be great if Disney could update some of those things as well. Could we get the Pirates of the Caribbean segment replaced with a Peter Pan segment, for example? That would be awesome. Unfortunately for me, I'm not necessarily that optimistic that they will maybe change the show dramatically in that way, but one can hope, right? If this news is thrilling to you, please let us know in the comments below.
Let's hope it's all good in the neighborhood, because we are about to wrap up this That Park Place daily countdown. Please consider liking this video if you like this video. It really does help us out to punch that algorithm a little bit and say, hey, share this out on social media. But you know what helps to share it out is if you share it out yourself. And of course, if you've watched more than 3 of these in a row, you are legally obligated to subscribe to That Park Place for all the news that should be fun.
Thanks for watching That Park Place News. For more information, consider checking out www.thatparkplace.com. And don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and send this out on your favorite social media accounts.